Booker, and I am so excited to be here with you. Thank you, Charmed, for the invitation. Thank you, Whitney. I truly appreciate you thinking of me. I am an author, a poet, and a college professor. And I'm actually the author of this book, 9 Years Under, Coming of Age in an Inner City Funeral Home, as well as this book, One Woman, One Hustle. These are poems that I've written through the years. And I'm just really excited to sit here and maybe help you guys get out of that writing funk, or just energize you, or give you something new to write about. I'm really excited to do that with you today. So let's just hop into it. Let's talk about place, right? Writing about place. Place is so essential to what we do as writers. Ultimately, it's what gives readers the desire to want to escape, right? We want to visit this alternate universe. We want to go to this school and see what's going on in the cafeteria, right? Even though we love the characters, love the people, place is essential to us as a writer, and we create that place and give the readers a real sense of what it's like by really just honing in on our observations, creating those visuals of just all of our sensory details that we need. So, we need to talk about, what we see, what we hear, what a place smells like, right? Is a little funky, stinky place in there. All of those things are so important. And when we do it right, depending on the place that we're writing about, sometimes that place itself becomes a character. So when I was writing 9 Years Under, Baltimore was so important to my story that Baltimore became a character itself. I was able to use personification to really show what it's like when this city comes alive, right? And I really enjoyed doing that. It kind of stood out on its own. And so, when we write about plays, we can create anything. We can create a universe. We can write about a country. We can write about a city. We can write about a school. We can write about our homes. We can write about the inside of a car, right? We can write about any of those things. We can write about inside or outside. We can also write about real places or imagined places. And that's the fascinating thing about writing about place. And so a lot of times, if you take a writing course or you take a writing workshop, one of the most famous prompts that they give you is to write about home, right? What does home mean to you? What is your idea of home? And since all of us have been in the house for I don't know how long, I don't want to write about home. I think you guys know everything about home, and I'm pretty sure you've explored everything about home. I think we should write about outside. All of the things that we have been desiring and craving and wondering about outside. That's what I want you to do. So my writing prompt for you guys is to write a letter to outside. So our writing prompt is Dear Outside. Got it? Dear Outside. And I just want you to write a letter to outside, right? We don't know when outside is actually going to open again. We don't know what the world will look like once we get out there. We don't know who we're going to be able to engage with while we're out there. And so whether you want to use poetry or essay format or fiction, whatever it is, let's write this letter to outside and see what you come up with. So I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to write, where's my book? I'm going to write my letter to outside in my journal, and then we'll get right back to it. So hopefully you've taken some time, you thought about outside, and I hope this energized you and really, maybe it'll take you somewhere else, and maybe you'll start writing something else with this little prompt, but I hope it helped you. Here's what I came up with about outside. Dear outside, I made peace that the world I used to know is gone. The carbon footprints that we left now erased. Maybe this was our saving grace. I'm looking forward to the day when the bluest skies still comfort me, when I can breathe fresh air again, unmasked by my fears, when I will not judge a cough or a sneeze, when I won't have to keep a measuring stick with me. But I guess I'd rather be 6 feet apart than 6 feet under. I'd rather watch the rain through my window than breathe and the thunder. God knows I miss outside, but sometimes I still wonder. I'd rather be safe, but I'm still sorry that we didn't love the earth better until now. So I hope you like this poem. I hope you learned something about place, and I hope you really will think about place when you're writing about it, and what you want to do with it, where you want to go, where you see yourself in these spaces. Just think about everything you hear, everything you've seen, just everything that you've touched in a particular place. And I'm certain that when you are ready to write it on the page, that it will just add depth and give you everything that you need. And it's up to you to decide how much detail you actually want to use when you write about place. So good luck to you all. I'm truly wishing you well, and thanks for tuning in. And